Well, stratification is what fleets understand the heat, like I mentioned. They understand vibration, they understand stuff like that. But being a battery person, what you have in a lead acid battery, and majority of the batteries being used today are just standard lead acid batteries. You have electrolyte, water and acid mixed together. And what happens there upon manufacturing at the plant, within the first 6 to 8 months, that acid is heavier than water and due to gravity drops to the bottom of the battery. Today it's batteries are sealed, so you don't actually, there's no vent caps there. But in the past, when there was vent caps and you would be able to check the specific gravity with a hydrometer, you would only be able to check the top of the battery. Well, on the top of the battery, majority of that is water, or it's much lighter, and the heavier acid on the bottom. But until batteries really needed more capacity, the damage that the acid does on the grid, on the plates that we'll show the next couple of slides, you're going to see that's where all the damage gets done, and it's taking away the capacity of the batteries. Batteries need more capacity today. They need more reserve capacity because of all the electronics that we're talking about. And if a couple things create stratification or increase stratification, it's the partial state of charge. Well, we've been talking about that. Batteries are always discharged. They're always partially charged. They never receive a full charge. We'd like them to. It'll extend the life of their batteries when they do, but they never do. Batteries constantly cycle, where you constantly have these loads. You constantly have an alternator trying to charge that battery, and then it's exerting energy wherever it has to, either on the electronic side or just for the cranking the starter. And then batteries with extreme temperatures, we just discussed that. That's where a lot of the damage gets done. And then batteries standing for a long period of time. Again, batteries are discharging.
Just talked about that with the school buses.
So what mixed tech is it's a normal standard flooded battery, but it has mixing elements in it. And Discover has this technology. This is our patented technology. And basically with the normal movement of the vehicle, the start, stop, left, right, turn, the battery with that movement creates a hydrostatic pressure difference or a pumping effect or a siphoning effect. And it takes that heavier liquid on the bottom of the battery, circulates it up over the plates, constantly circulating the electrolyte. Where you have a standard traditional battery, within the first 6 to 8 months, that acid's really aggressive. Acid and water get along like oil and vinegar. They just don't get along in liquid. And what happens is, once that settles to the bottom, it might have always settled to the bottom, but when a battery was just needed to engage a big 42 MT starter, a CB radio, lights, that was enough.
Yep.
If you go to that next slide.
No.
This is what happens to a slide. Fleets don't understand this. And what we do with our distribution partners, and we go in and we explain the challenges, we talk about maintenance, but we also talk about stratification and what is the real effect of batteries, especially flooded batteries, when you have that acid drop to the battery. And it affects the cycle life. So that plate on the back, on the other side, on the left side there, you see the damage. And again, that happens year one. In a tough application, that battery is not making year two. So what is that battery on the left saying? That's saying to the alternator, okay, alternator, I got low voltage, low capacity, you have to charge me. So now you have an alternator working really, really hard at trying to charge a battery that can't accept a charge because of stratification of the plates. Now, when you have an acid mixing battery, that battery can accept a charge, exert energy wherever it has to. It has the correct dynamic charge acceptance from top to bottom because the specific gravity of the electrolyte is the same from the top to the bottom. And this is just another technology. So you have flooded batteries, which that technology hasn't changed in 50 years. And then you have an AGM battery. Now, you wouldn't have a problem with AGM battery with stratification because there's no solution in there. All that electrolyte is in the glass mat. But in between that, you have a mixed tech battery, an acid mixing technology. So it kind of gives you the best of both worlds because ultimately the goal is to have the capacity in the plates for a longer period of time. And when you have an acid mixing that battery, the plate looks like that for just a longer life. And it just extends the life of the battery. Because the challenge with an AGM battery is that there's no liquid inside the battery. So in a flooded battery, the battery boxes today, all the vehicles that you see on the road today, everything's aerodynamic. Those battery boxes are buried, sometimes behind the cab, underneath the chassis, and it gets really, really hot. And again, we've all discussed, heat is the killer of batteries. So when you have an acid mixing battery, you have liquid. So that battery could get 150 degrees during the day in a warmer climate like down here in Texas. And then when it goes back to the yard, it cools down to 75, 80. That's really good for the battery. And then it starts cooking. But when you have an acid mixing battery, it's constantly circulating. So it has a radiator effect, dispersing heat through the walls, actually cooling the battery, where more important, keeping the acid off the bottom of the battery, doing that kind of damage. So our distribution partners, their biggest growing technology, battery that they sell, is acid mixing, because it kind of has the best of both worlds. And it's got some features and benefits that some of the other ones don't have. So if you're not familiar with that, that's a big part of what we do.